Yes, sir.
Okay, done. So now simply what to start off with Fliplearn platform, a teacher or a student can use any device, whatever they have, be it a mobile phone, Android, iOS, a laptop, desktop, or a tab or iPad, whatever device the child or a teacher have, they can use it on with their own device as well. Now let's say today I'm showing you through my laptop. So simply as a teacher or a student, you have to go to fliplearn.com, click on to login/register. Once you click on login/register, you will be viewing a page which says enter your phone number or use your login ID and password. So we as in Fliplearn, we will create individual ID and password for all the teachers and students. Now I have a demo ID of a class 8th teacher for a demo school, which I already have. So I will click on login. Now once I log in, I see the name of the school on the top right hand of the screen, which says Fliplearn Public School. So in your case, it will be your school name, which will be highlighted on the top end. Generally, we have two tabs here to be, through to function. First is Fliplearn Prime. Second is Access Your School Studies. This is Fliplearn Edge tutorial, wherein in case if anywhere the teacher is stuck, they can go through this tutorial and FAQs, which is the frequently asked question. Let me take you through Fliplearn Prime first. In case of any doubt, you can unmute yourself and can ask your question. If I click on to Fliplearn Prime, I see the classes from pre-primary till class 12th. Though I am a teacher of class 8th, but I still have the access of digital content from pre-primary till class 12th for all the classes, right? For example, if I enter into class 10th, I have these subjects for class 10th to cover. What not I'm covering is I'm not covering second language, which means Sanskrit, German, and French. But a teacher can still add their own videos, audios, Excel, PPT, PDF, whatever video or audio or document format they want, they can simply add by their own as well and can even create a new subject. Now let me take you through one of the subjects, say biology. Now these are the list of the chapters of class 10th biology. 7th is my sample paper. Now let me click on to the first chapter, which says life process. Once I click on my chapter number 1, life process, I see a lot of sub topics or sub modules of that particular chapter. There is a number mentioned in front of every subtopic, which highlights the number of resources that particular subtopic have. For example, respiration. If I click into respiration, I see a lot of animation, diagram maker, I see real life application, topic synopsis, mind maps, and web links. Why so much of different kinds of resources? Reason behind, because we know a student, there are few students in a class who understands video and audio both, who understands more or in a better way through writing. For a few of them understands a graphical or pictorial representation. So we have clubbed it all together here and we have presented it. Let me take you through one of the animations, say anaerobic respiration.
Anaerobic respiration. In this module, you will learn about anaerobic respiration. Respiration is the oxidation of food substances such as carbohydrates, fats, and proteins within the tissues to form carbon dioxide, water, and consequent release of energy. Respiration is of two types, aerobic and anaerobic. Let us learn about anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration.
So this is how a video is there, animation is there, which is in a normal, a normal English accent. There is no foreign accent, normal English language. A teacher can play and pause the content at any point of time. They can go back, they can, forward it ahead, and they can start, or the complete control will be with the teacher. Moreover, because of the virtual classes happening a lot these days because of the pandemic, we also have a setting option wherein, depending upon the internet speed, the teacher can even choose the video quality so that at least the lecture can be continued. So this is how we have the animations. I will also take you through a diagram maker, which especially in science, there is a question that draw a particular diagram and label its part. So I'll open this.
Respiration in human beings. Learn to draw the diagram showing respiration in human beings. At the center of the sheet, draw a human body up to the chest and label the nose. Inside the mouth, at this position, draw the pharynx and label it. Below the pharynx, from this point, draw downwards a small pouch-like shape and
So this is how the step by step, drawing of a particular diagram and how to label its part is being explained very clearly. The same setting button option is also here to choose the video quality as well. If I go back again, the next thing which I have is real life application. So generally we teach a particular topic, but then, it becomes very easy if you also explain that where that particular topic and the concepts will be applicable in our day-to-day life. The concepts become more clear. So we have real life application wherein we have given a lot of examples. For example, we were, looking for respiration, so asthma, how that respiration is going to be implicated or applied, all those concepts is being clearly explained in real life application. The next thing which we have is topic synopsis. Topic synopsis is the summary of the entire sorry, of the entire chapter, subtopic, in fact, which a student can make notes of. A teacher can assign them, they can write it down in their notebook. This can be used during their examination for the revision purpose as well. Likewise, we have mind map, which is nothing but more a graphical or pictorial representation of the entire topic so that it becomes easy to remember the bullet points for the students as well. The next thing is the web links. So we know there's a lot of content on Google, but then what we have done here is that we have filtered those Google content and we have given those links here. So in case if a student or a teacher is interested to show something from the Google also is completely possible here as well. So this is how we have, we have the entire chapters, then sub chapters, and then in every sub chapters you have a lot of resources. Likewise, as I told you, we also provide sample papers. So I also have last year solved sample papers as well, which can be downloaded and which can be printed and shared with the students as well. So these are the solved papers. Fine. So this is how the entire class, subject, chapters, everything is being done in a very specific and a particular way. Fine. Any doubt till here, or should I go ahead to the next platform, which is Access Your School Studies? Any teacher? Any doubt? Anybody? Fine. The next thing which we have is our platform. Let's say if a teacher wants to schedule a live lecture or conduct or give homework, examination, everything will be done from this. FPS is nothing but the short form of Fliplearn Public School, and the logo of Fliplearn. So in your case, it will be your school logo highlighted here. If I click on to this tab, I will be taken to a new tab which says Fliplearn Edge. Now here what I have done is I have given restriction to the teacher. In what way? Let's say if I am teaching class 9th A and 10th A maths. So if I click on to my courses, I will only be having 9th A and 10th A maths, and the students of the respective classes will also be mapped to me as well. So if in case any activity if I am doing, I will be highlighting or displaying the same activities to the students of my respective classes. A teacher can view their course through two views. One is timeline view, the way we have our Facebook timeline. So whatever we post, it starts reflecting on our timeline. It is nothing but the same thing. Whatever teacher is posting will start reflecting on the teacher's timeline as well. Or the second view is the course view option. So whatever subjects that particular teacher is teaching will start reflecting in their course view option. Let's see if I want to go to English grammar. Now, this is my chapter number 1. Now, to create live lecture, homework, examination, simply a teacher needs to click on this green color icon which says turn editing on. Once I have done this, I can do whatever I want. I can rename my chapter number 1, say in spite of verbs, I want this to be as verbs and its time. I can simply rename the chapter as well. If I scroll this down, so these are all the activities which already as a teacher I have done in chapter number 1. So at the end of every chapter, I will get an icon which says add an activity or resource. This is chapter 1, this is chapter 2. So at the end of every chapter, I get an option of add an activity or resource. So suppose if I click onto this, just a second. Yeah. If I click on add an activity or resource, I can see forum, homework, live class, quiz, Zoom meeting. Moreover, a teacher can also upload their own file, folder, create a page, or can even upload any URL also. Let us see how can we, schedule a live lecture. Let's say if I want to go schedule a live lecture through Google Meet or Microsoft Team, I will click on to live class. How are you conducting live lectures these days? Can anybody tell me, please? You're conducting live lecture through Google Meet or through Microsoft Team or through Zoom?
Zoom, sir.
Okay, let me create a live lecture through Zoom here only. So I'll go to Zoom meeting. We'll click on to add. Now, generally what happens is to create a live lecture on Zoom, you generally open Zoom platform first, you schedule a lecture, then you copy a link and then share it on WhatsApp with the students so that they can join. Here, the teacher can create a live lecture, can schedule a live lecture and can even start a live lecture without going on to Zoom platform until and unless the lecture is being started. How? Let us see that. So the only mandatory thing here I can see is the topic. Fine. So I'll give a live lecture name. Say live lecture 23rd November 2020. Now under description, a teacher can add anything, be it Fliplearn content, their own PDF, audio file, video file, Excel sheet, whatever, or any image, or they can even record any audio or video also right away. For example, let me do that. Let's see if I want to give any instruction. I'll click on start recording. Dear students, oh, sorry. Dear students, please keep your mic on mute and camera on while joining the live lecture. I have done a recording. I will simply click on attach recording and I have recorded my instructions. Now, when I want this live lecture to be scheduled, I want it, let's say at 4:22. What should be the duration of my live lecture? Say 40 minutes. What password do I want? Let's say 12345. Whether the password is required or not, that is again up to me, right? And then I will simply click on save and display. Once I have clicked on save and display, see there is no link here. Simply to start that live lecture, the teacher can simply click on join link and their live lecture will start. Likewise, the same option the students will get. I will log in with the student ID and I will show that to you as well. The students will also click on join link and they will be able to attend the live lecture. Let me take you back through English grammar and show you how to create a homework. Again, if I scroll this down, this live lecture will now start reflecting in my timeline. See, live lecture 23rd November 2020. It has started reflecting on my timeline. If I want, I can, push it to at the top, or if I want it at the bottom also, I can do that too. That is again up to me as a teacher. Now let me click on add an activity again. Homework. Now to create a homework, again, the only mandatory thing is the name of the homework. That's it. So let's say homework and 23rd November. And I will also mention English grammar. Again, in the description portion, let's say if I want students to see a YouTube video first and then attempt this homework, I have copied a YouTube link. I will go to this link option, will paste it here and will create a link. So best part is the students will be able to see this video within this platform itself. They do not have to go to a YouTube app as well. Timings, at what time I want the homework to be open and at what time I want the homework to be closed. I can give that timing. So let's say if I want to give a 24-hour start, I can do that too. And I will simply click on save and add questions. So now I have created a homework with the name of homework 23rd November 2020 English grammar. Now what I will do is I will add question. Now to add question, there are two ways. A teacher can create a new question or they can choose from question bank, which we already have of around 2.5 lakhs. So let's say if a teacher wants to create a new question. A teacher can create multiple choice, true, false, match the column, short answer type or essay type questions. Let me create one true and false. Now the best part is whenever a teacher creates a question, it will automatically be added to your question bank. So the next time if you want to reuse this question, you do not have to type and do all these things again. So what is my question name? This is true or false. Under the question text, if it's a maths teacher, they can even use all those equation editor, their symbols, integration, Greek, alpha, beta, gamma, all those things can be used. If a teacher wants to give here any Fliplearn content, attach their own video, anything, that is all completely possible. So we saw class 10th, let's say class 10th, biology. All the chapters will start reflecting respiration. Then whatever I want, I can simply add it from the Fliplearn content, or I can upload a file from my mobile phone or from my laptop as well. Or I can simply type in my question here. So let's say Lucknow is the capital of Uttar Pradesh. Whether this is true or false. What should be the default mark? 1 or 2? Let it be 1. Whether I want to give general feedback, it is up to me. What is the correct answer? Correct answer is true. What if the student should get as a feedback if they are giving me a right answer? So let's say write correct answer, or I can even write very good. What feedback in case they are writing false? Incorrect answer, and simply save changes. So I've created question number 1, which is true or false. I can again go to a new question. Let's say short answer type. Any doubt, any teacher till now? Any doubts, please? Please let me know. You can unmute yourself and you can ask. Any teacher, any doubt? Yeah, Sharavat ma'am, any doubt? Anything which you want to add on or ask?
No, sir, it's okay.
Fine, ma'am. Done. Let's say the question name. So this is short answer type. Again, let's say if I want to write what is Fliplearn. Now, as a teacher, again, let me change the default marks to 5. Whether that case sensitivity is important or not, again, up to me as a teacher. What is the right answer which I'm expecting from the students' end is Fliplearn is an online application platform. So if any child who is writing this answer should get 100% marks, and as a feedback, I will write correct answer. There are many students who might also write Fliplearn is an application platform. They might miss application. To those students, I will give 75% marks, and so on and so forth. So I can give suggested answers also, right? And how a teacher will correct that also I will show you. So I've created my second question, which is what is Fliplearn. Now let's say if I want to add one essay type question, I will simply click on add question, create new question, essay. So especially for Hindi and maths teacher, I will give this name as essay type. What is my question text? Write an essay on your city. Default marks be 10. Now what should be the response options here? Whether I want the students to write within this platform, I can do that too. I can give a certain limit of lines, 40 lines, 20 lines, whatever, how much lines I want, they can write it here. Or I want the attachments from the student end, it can be 1, 2, 3 or unlimited. Whether the requirements are optional or mandatory, again up to me as a teacher, I can decide. So I want one attachment mandatory. What should be the file type of this attachment? Let me choose. If I want only images, if I want only PPTs, if I want only Excel sheet, if I want only audio. So even for a music teacher or a dance teacher, this can be useful. I will select all file types and click Save Changes. So now I have quickly added 3 questions. Let me also show you how to add a question from question bank. Now I'm in class 8th English grammar, so I can see the list of the chapters also, right? From where I can choose my questions, right? Say verb. So I can simply choose any randomly 3 or 4 questions, and I can simply add question to the homework, and my job is done, right? Now what I will do is I will click on shuffle so that every students will get the serial order of these questions will be different for all the students, and I will click on save. So this is how I have created a homework. I will quickly go back to English grammar and will create an examination as well, which is almost a similar way the way we have created homework. So I can see my live lecture, I can see my homework. I'll click on add an activity. We'll go to quiz this time. Click on to add. Say the name should be term 1 examination. Any description if I want, attempt all questions. Now what should be the timing? Again, what time the child should be able to view this test and at what time they should not. So again, I'm giving a 24 hours time limit. Now, again, I have a time limit option here, which I will enable it. Now we have less than 1 minute. Once the session gets over, please click on the same link again and we'll be, connected again. With this time limit, what I will do is, let's say 15 minutes exam. So whenever a child is opening this test, he has to complete this examination or the set of questions within this 15 minutes only. Otherwise, what things will happen when time expires, open attempts are submitted automatically. So suppose I have given 50 questions and the child was able to complete only 10. So the open attempts will be submitted automatically in that case. Second option is there is a grace period. As a little lenient teacher, I can give them a little grace period, say of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever I want. Or as a strict teacher, I want attempts must be submitted